Hi, everybody. It's time for another update. Funny, I went back to my last session to see what I had talked about last time, and I just hired Crystal. It was a Tuesday evening that I taped this, and we ran it Wednesday morning. Well, fast forward. Guess who didn't show up for work Wednesday morning? My new star, Crystal. Um, Not ill, crazy excuse. She needed to work with her lease. It was due in a couple of days and she needed to get proof of whatever. My question was she'd been off work for 2 months rearranging her life and getting some peace. Why in the world didn't she do it then? So I didn't say that to her though. But she showed up Thursday morning and she's a nightmare. What can I say? I realized rapidly she didn't take feedback well. All that glitters is not gold. She really cleans fast, but she doesn't go for quality. So that definitely moved Laura up a notch, and but I'm going to take it back to the value of those evaluations. I didn't know how I was going to confront this Thursday after, and she was my, oh yeah. So Thursday morning or Wednesday, I got a call from the police department, city hall that I put a bid in on in Bertram a couple of weeks before, but a month before actually, but they lost it somehow. So I had to run them another one and I got the bid, but they definitely do background checks and this person can have no problems whatsoever. And Laura has a charge in 2019. She didn't go to jail, but she got a fine for marijuana use. So I am not a zero tolerance, but they are. And so I need to find an employee. And of course, I found that. I knew they would be, but I hired Crystal for that, knowing what was going on. Well, now I have no Crystal and I got the job. So, of course, that's life in the cleaning service industry, right? Especially when you have a startup and you have nobody else to plug in there. So, stick around and you'll hear the rest of the story.
Follow the raw, real, and unfiltered story of building a cleaning business from the ground up. This is Reality Cleaning Biz Playbook. Learn the lessons, face the challenges, and see what it really takes to succeed. Here's your host, Sharon Tinberg, ready to take you behind the scenes.
So we continued to clean and get things done. I knew I needed a partner because Dave at the house that Laura cleaned gave us a 4. He said it was absolutely perfect, but he thought she worked too hard. So in order to get a 5, if I need a partner out there, again, the value of solos versus teams. I mean, the value of teams versus solos is exactly that. I mean, I can get a 5 just because I have 2 people in the house. And I agree, it's too hard. The police department, fire department are going to be a nightmare. So, as luck would have it, my wedding coordinator came over and told me that I had forgotten about. I told her my situation, and she said, "Ah, you forgot about Jana, who is going to work the wedding but wants to get involved in the cleaning service." So I contacted her. I went over to her house on the way back from being in town on an errand, and I hired her. She starts actually Wednesday in 2 days. She's out of town now. She has a clean record. So she is going to clean those 3 areas. She wants to work 20 hours a week, which is perfect. Doesn't really want to clean a lot. She wants to sell. So my new philosophy is I'm going to do door-to-door sales. Instead of spending money on Google, I'm going to hire sales reps. So we'll see how this goes on top of my craziness of only repeat clients. I have a new goal, partly because as life goes on, such a crazy life. I was meeting with Maria, my operations director for Clean Smart Academy, and now also admin person for Clean Smart Home Cleaning this morning at 9. And because I had some ads running, I had my company that I'm using that is, by the way, doing a great job for me. Hire, Lead, Chill. Is anytime I need somebody new and I knew this do this craziness, they've got applicants before I even really need them. They're wonderful. So I told them again, they call me, or I call myself a flip flopper because I need them, I don't need them, I need them, I don't need them. Well, I hired Jana, so I didn't need them, and I let them know that. But at 9 o'clock, when I met Maria, Maria goes, "There's somebody on this call." And I'm like, "Who the heck is that?" Well, we started chatting, and she's excellent. I'm going to interview at 5 tonight, and I might actually bring on another person because I think I need two people in the police department, fire department, and city hall, and we'll just work it hard. So, this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to really stick my neck out and my money, and I'm going to put Maria, my inbound salesperson, together with Jana, my new outbound or knock on doors person, and I'm going to tell them if they make 4 net repeat clients per week, at the end of every month, each one of them will get $1,000 bonus. So we'll see if this works. We'll see how it happens. I got to run the numbers, but I think I'm sure I will be just fine. I really know that if I spend money on them and not on Google advertising and get repeat clients, we'll be rocking. And at that rate, we will have 100 repeat clients in 6 months, and we will hit 1 million in a year and a half, certainly two. So um, I'm off and rolling. This little tiny cleaning service I wanted to create to just get my house cleaned has turned into another business that I'm going to grow. But it's fun and exciting. I have a Bertram Chamber luncheon today at 11 o'clock, so I'll have to run. But before I run, just a couple of things. My goal when I started the idea of this cleaning service, one of my goals about 6 weeks or 2 months ago was to get somebody on board fast because my house was a nightmare and needed cleaning. I want to say to you that my house has never looked better. So I want to close this with this thought. Don't forget the wonderful thing you have with you when you own a cleaning service, and that's the ability to keep your personal life perfect. I love my house, but I love it twice as much today as I did 6 weeks ago. We've accomplished so much, and it brought so much back to me about how great it is to have employees at your disposal at $18 plus taxes. You can't hire somebody from the outside to work that hard, be dependable, and do what these employees can do. Be grateful you own a cleaning service. Don't forget the little things that happen, the ability to write things off that you're buying, the ability to encourage people and move them forward. Lara, who started working for me 6 weeks ago, has lost 15 pounds and actually has changed her life. She said, "I have changed her life," and you all feel this all the time. The evaluation form, oh my gosh, that's what made Crystal leave when we got me through maybe the sixth or seventh thing. And she just thought she was perfect and realized that I did not think that, started crying and left. I left her go. She was not the right person for the job, and it really pointed it out when I had the guts to tell her. Because of her strong personality, I think I could have never told her what she was doing wrong, and she'd still be here if it weren't for that evaluation form. But it made me and her face the fact that this is wrong. And she called me back on Friday. She came over. I gave her her last paycheck. She brought her t-shirts. Didn't say anything because I cleverly left Marie on the Zoom call so I didn't have to listen to her. But then she called me and asked for her job back. And of course, my answer was no. A tiger doesn't lose its stripes. Use those evaluation forms and treat your employees with dignity and the respect they deserve. If they're not doing a good job, help them do a good job. Get her a training kit. Make sure you know what you're training and they have the ability to do a good job. If you don't have a process, get one. Don't listen to complaints or have your employees listen to complaints just because you don't have your cleaning act together. And it was great to hear David say, first house, first out, how wonderful it was, other than she needed some help. So I want to tell you, be grateful for what you have because I feel so blessed today to have that. And just keep fixing and take all the advice you can get. So I'm going to repeat, join us Wednesday when we do our first Challenger and Dreamer podcast with guess who? Matt Ricketts is the challenger And Ronnie Kendrick is the dreamer. Do not miss this. You're going to love it. We're going to throw things out and get Matt and have Matt's input. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about what I'm doing. So listen to the experts, but also learn from the beginners. Thanks for joining me. Again, don't forget to visit cleansmartacademy.com and take a look at the training program. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Until then, happy training.